What up? It's your boy Blake Anthony with another reel. You know I got to do a reel. It's been a little minute, been very busy, but I got to talk about the draft and I got to talk about Antoine Winfield. Man, but before I talk about those two guys, or the draft and that, I got to talk about two things that's been overlooked and swaying one way and swaying the other. First and foremost, I said Jason Licht was a very good GM before y'all said it was a GM. I remember people didn't believe he was a good GM for, I guess, one bad draft class or whatever it was, and he was skeptical. Mindful he had hit after hit and undrafted free agents and things like that. And then now he re-signs all his guys. People are coming back, and they're having a continuity. Coaches are being hired elsewhere and things like that. So those are all the things I said that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers needed to become a consistently winning team, or those kind of things. You're getting coaches that want to come in there because they know it's an opportunity to get a head coaching job elsewhere, a better job elsewhere. That's the kind of system you want to be in, that company. Todd Bowles, I could care less what you think about that, man. Whatever happened with the Jets previously, whatever happened with all that, wasn't put in the situation that he was now. He was set up to succeed, and he's succeeding. You can give Jason Licht his part of the credit, but you better damn sure give Todd Bowles a lot of it as well. Players don't come to teams for GM, first and foremost. Let me just say that. Unless you just say, I'm going to give you whatever you want, and they'll go there. They go there because who's coaching, what your scheme is like, what other talent you got going around. Every DB wants to play with Todd Bowles. Every defensive player wants to play with Todd Bowles. It's crazy. It's not a coincidence that defensive players want to play there. It's not coincident that you have every defensive back he's touched has damn near been a Pro Bowler or All-Pro. It's not coincidence that these things happen. It's because your coach is that damn good at coaching that position. He's that good at that. He's good at mixing up blitzes. How many times you heard this guy is a defensive mastermind? He sets you up to succeed. It's not Bowles' fault if he calls a perfect play or defensive scheme for the offense you're facing and the individual player does not perform the way it does. That's why it looks bad. Your guy misread and didn't do what he was supposed to do on the play, and you got smoked. It's not the coach, it's the player. They know that, and they hold themselves accountable. And Bowles will hold himself accountable if he had a bad game plan. It happens. It's football. It's a chess match. People that have played any competitive sports know that it's a chess match. You just want to be on the better end than the worse end consistently. And that's Bowles. Whitehead comes back to this roster. Antoine Winfield is the highest paid defensive back. Nobody gave a damn who Antoine Winfield was when he came out into the draft. Didn't have a clue who he was. Now he's the highest paid. And I do believe a lot of that has to do with Todd Bowles. Do I think he has a success elsewhere? No, I don't. I really don't think he has the success that he had elsewhere. I do think he would have made plays. I do think he would have, been a good, decent player. But I don't think he becomes the player he is without Todd Bowles. And I believe that through and through. How many players go elsewhere and don't succeed because they're not with the scheme or the coach that helped them get there? Too many. Just give these guys the props. The front office, the coaching staff, the GM, they all deserve equal credit. And then the draft picks. You won the trenches. You got another receiver. You got defensive linemen. You got two offensive linemen. You picked up a free agent left guard. You picked up a couple defensive backs in free agency. You drafted a couple defensive backs in the draft. You're hitting on all cylinders. You're hitting what you need to be. And that's because all these guys are on the same page. These guys have a vision, and they're going through the vision, and they all deserve credit, not one person. Don't care if you agree with me. I've got players and everybody that agree with me. You've got guys that are on platforms that have no references that I have. I'm cool with what I'm saying. Are you? I'm Blake Anthony. See you guys next time. Peace.